Hi, it's the Improv to Go podcast. This is our second take at this one. I'm going to go ahead and tell you because I had equipment malfunction. Everything froze. So we were already talking to Dani and Tess.
Hello.
So some of this we already mentioned, but nobody will ever hear it but us. Dani is a 3-timer going on 5-timer. We were discussing previously, should he get some sort of reward for that? He wants cash. I'm catching everybody up on this stuff.
I need the money really
desperately.
bad. I've got some debts that are kind of coming due.
How much?
I'm really hoping this podcast is going to get big. Yeah. That's the big hope. So I really need it, Ron. I really need it. We'll talk. All
right. Tess, this is your first time on the podcast.
Very
we were
first
also
time.
saying, yeah, but she has listened to some episodes. Dani is egotistical and mainly listens to his own episodes.
Yes.
We also discussed.
I only, when the last episode came out, I caught up to the episodes up to that episode.
Yeah.
And then listen to it, and the same thing's probably going to happen when this one comes
Sure.
out. That's so.
My in order to get you to listen, I have to basically just keep having you on, and then it's a guaranteed. However many downloads are between now and the last time you were on, basically.
Yeah, probably. I mean, there hasn't been a large stretch of time of you not having me on.
That's true.
So we haven't had a lot of time to play around with that, and I really hope we don't get there because I need the money so bad.
Sure, right. I pay so well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. You keep telling me that there's kind of maybe going to be a rev share thing going on.
I lie about that all the time.
So I'm really. I'm not doing well.
Okay,
So.
Great. And with that,
Is this good content?
This is great.
Is this good content?
People
This
are
is better
very,
than the first take.
Yeah, it's just as good. People are now going to be very concerned about Dani's well-being. And if I were to start a Patreon or something, now people are going to donate to it because they'll be like, part of that goes to Dani, and he's not doing
he's
very
in
well.
need.
Fan favorite Dani needs your support.
He needs it
I
now.
just got back from Vegas. I've lost everything and then some.
Yep.
It's bad.
For just pennies a day,
You can support
you can support a local improver.
Dani.
Local clown loses everything. Makes haha for cash. Yeah,
That can be taken a lot of different ways, so be careful with your phrasing.
that's fair. I need to be more careful on this podcast. I think
In
that's
general. So
maybe
here,
the lesson.
another quick story about being careful. Katz has been on a few times. Katz is probably second to you in number of times on the podcast, and keeps accidentally giving out like personal information. I'm like, you gotta stop doing that. It's like there's not a ton of people listening, but like, don't give out like your credit card number and stuff.
I mean, that reminds me of honestly something that happened to me. I was at my house at 235.
Right.
Success.
Yes. We're gonna do our warm-up game. For you guys, we're gonna do 5 things. 5 things. The intro worked this time. That's where it froze last time.
Thank God.
Yep. So 5 things is a game that both of you guys know. It is very easy. One person names a category, and then the person next to them has to name 5 things in that category. The way we'll do it is Dani will start by giving a category to Tess. Tess will do 5 things, category to me, and then we kind of go around so everybody does it once. So, Dani, you can go right ahead and deliver a category to Tess to name 5 things in.
Name the 5 most haunted states.
5 most haunted states are Oregon, Illinois,
Obviously.
Wyoming,
3,
Utah,
4,
Florida.
5. Yeah. Very good.
I think that's true. Florida, because all the old people go there, and then
I was thinking, that's a good reason. I was thinking Florida because people do stupid, crazy stuff there and die doing that all the time.
It's a strong combo.
Yeah.
That's why it was, highest on the list.
Sure. Yeah.
you get a lot of retired folks who are close to death, and a lot of really reckless people who are also close to death for different reasons.
Sometimes
Shout
combination.
out to our Florida audience.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yes.
Everyone there is like a 80-year-old Johnny Knoxville, basically, is the population of Florida. Tess, you need to give me a category now for 5 things.
Will you name 5 Oscar snubs from this year?
Oscar snubs. Something from VeggieTales, maybe?
That's one.
I don't know what won an Oscar. Frankenstein?
2.
Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. The new JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
3.
And the Wolfman Goes to the Bodega.
4.
And the Snowman in the Porsche.
5.
Yeah.
I heard the Snowman in the Porsche was really good.
That's
I didn't get
one.
around to seeing it in theaters, though.
Yeah, it's another one that you missed in the Lost episode we had.
No, that was even in the pre-show.
That was before we even started.
That was just us talking.
Yeah. That was a tough one for me because I don't watch the Oscars. Quick story. I used to live in Los Angeles. I've got beef with the Oscars because when it's going on, it's a awful time to live in Los Angeles because everything is closed off. It's even harder to drive or park or do anything there than it usually is. And it's just a huge pain in the ass. So out of bitterness, I don't have anything to do with the Oscars anymore. Did any of those things that I named won? I guess the only one that was real was Frankenstein.
Yeah, well, Frankenstein won for best costumes and best makeup and hair, I'm pretty sure.
This isn't a lie. I didn't hear any of
we just talked about how narcissistic you are.
Because I don't care.
Right. Yeah.
Because I was getting static. Now, this is real. I was getting static in my headphones the entire time.
Oh no!
For the last minute, and I wasn't sure if either of you guys were getting it and just not saying anything about it. And then it stopped.
All right. It's your electric personality, man.
That's got to be what it is.
Yeah.
That's got what it is. This is the problem is that I come on here and Ron feeds my ego, and
I will say that's the second technical malfunction we've had since you've been in here. So I'm starting to wonder if you have some sort of odd electromagnetic field that you're tossing off.
I've had hauntings on the brain.
Yeah.
Did this happen in the last 2 episodes you were in?
I don't think so.
No, but I think
it's weird. This segment got cut out of the last one that I don't remember cutting. It was a great segment about eating tires.
Yes. So, I mean, there was this great segment in the last episode that the audience hasn't seen.
Magically disappeared.
Because, I don't know, it just disappeared. Mm-hmm. But it was really cool. And Nick and I, we were talking about eating tires, and we performed a ritual to summon.
Oh, wow.
Sort of a kind of spiritual monster from the nether realms to come and sort of haunt the podcast. Yeah. And there's been, I guess, problems ever since. So I really don't know what that's about.
Well, but thanks for that.
Well, I mean, monsters aren't real. So...
All right.
You know.
I'm going to give you a category now, Dani. Will you please name 5 things that are scarier than actual monsters?
My dad.
1.
Death.
2.
Living sometimes.
Sure. 3.
Yeah. Failure.
Absolutely 4.
Snowman.
Snowman is 5. Yeah, very good.
Snowman. It's like weird. They're not real men.
They're snowmen.
Yeah. What's going on there?
They're made of snow.
It's like weird homunculi creatures. I don't like them. Winter's a bad time for me.
This is an interesting episode because there's a lot of things coming back. Homunculus/homunculi gets brought up on this podcast all the time for some reason. I don't even think the last time was Dani. I think it was somebody else we were talking to about it. It was TJ.
It's a funny term.
It's a great term, and I'm not mad about it coming up. It's just interesting. You don't hear it in general conversation a lot, but on this podcast, people are like,
they're all about it.
Everything is homunculi. And the other thing that always comes up is killing dogs. I don't know why that always ends up coming up, but that's on at least 2 or 3 different episodes with different people.
Tess told me before the show that she was really upset about that pattern, that kept happening.
Good. Then don't do that.
Every time it gets brought up, I shed a single tear.
All right. As you should. That's the appropriate response.
And I think Tess has really been brought on to bring some class to this podcast.
One can only hope.
Absolutely.
So we are going to play our first actual game. The first game we're going to do is called Switch. This is Switch. The way that Switch works is it's one that you guys are familiar with. However, it's a variation since it's podcast and not as visual as a regular improv show would be. Normally it's a game called Switch Left, and people actually physically rotate. But since there's only a few of us in here, we are just going to switch between a couple of different prompts. So the way it's going to work is you two are going to do a scene. I am going to give you a prompt for it, and you're also going to have a second prompt in your pocket. So when I ding the bell and tell you to switch, you switch new scene with the other prompt, and you'll switch back and forth. There's only two prompts that you're switching back and forth between.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it's just us.
It's just you two.
And we're switching between the prompts.
And you're switching back and forth between prompts. So the first prompt for you guys is going to be, I guess I'll give you a choice too. Do you want like a location, a relationship, just a word?
Doesn't matter to me.
All right. It's such a hard question. Nobody ever has an immediate response to that.
Do you have multiple lists there?
Yeah, I've got a generator, like a prompt generator.
You can specify if it's
a website called Can I Get A?
Okay.
Yeah. If anybody wants to play along at home, the website I use is called Can I Get It? I'm just going to do word because, as per usual, you're very indecisive, just like everyone who I asked that question. I should just choose. So breaks is the first prompt.
Breaks.
Okay, you got it. And you need two. So your second prompt is going to be Comic-Con.
Fun. Okay.
Yeah. So first, you're going to do a scene regarding breaks, and second, you're going to do a scene regarding Comic-Con. And I'm going to write those down just so that we don't forget, because I can remind you guys if you do. And I will go ahead and count you guys in. So we will start with breaks, and we will go ahead and go in 3, 2, 1.
Sir, I've got a beautiful new Porsche for you.
Incredible.
It's fiery red. It's the newest model. It goes really fast. Brightest headlights on the road. And I will give it to you for $30.
Wow.
Ha-cha-cha. That's a steal.
There is a catch.
Oh.
Fuck. There's always a catch.
It has
this
no
is terrible.
It has no brakes.
And that's it? Sold.
All right, go switch. Now you're Comic-Con.
Hello there, ma'am. I'm a huge fan of your work. I think
Thank you.
Battle Angels 57 is like a revolutionary piece of media. Just kind of what it did was it meant so much to me and my 85 sisters. We used to watch it all the time, and I was hoping you could sign these 85 vinyl figures that I for each of my sisters.
Oh, wow.
And I know there's a long line, so
vinyl figures of my character.
Yes.
Did you bring a pen?
I brought 85 different colored pens in my big backpack here.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get signing. First
each of my sisters' favorite colors.
Ah, okay. Who's the first sister?
Marguerite.
Marguerite, and that's the French spelling?
Yes.
Okay.
She's a little French, but she's the only one.
Only one. Right. Okay, next sister.
Amelia. With an accent. It's Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Do you have an 86th when I messed this one up?
Fuck.
Brakes.
There's a line. I crashed the car.
You what?
I crashed the car. I'm so sorry.
The car that we just bought yesterday?
I'm so sorry,
Thomas.
Dorothy. I know I fucked up. I keep doing this.
This is the 7th car.
Yeah. And I want to say, I really don't feel like this is true, like on an emotional level, but on some kind of like deep intellectual level, I feel like maybe I'm doing it on purpose.
I'm starting to think that too. I'm starting to think this is reflective of something deeper about you and I.
My therapist says I hate you. Does that mean anything to you?
I mean, it hurts.
Yeah. Anyway, so the dog's dead.
Comic-Con. I'm gonna kill you, Comic-Con.
Oops.
Hot dogs.
Oh my God.
Get your hot dogs.
Oh my God. Are those genuine hot dogs?
They sure are.
That's crazy. Oh Lord. How much do you want for them?
$27 for the dog, or $32 for the combo with the chili fries and the large fountain soda.
That's a fair price.
Thank you.
That's a fair price for a genuine convention hot dog, Chicago Comic-Con hot dog.
Yes. It's completely plain. There are no toppings.
Oh, sure.
It's the driest bun you've ever had in your life.
Promise?
Promise.
This is what being a nerd is all about.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you take Mario coins?
No.
Fuck. I only have. I just converted.
We can maybe strike a deal. Then.
I just kind of got shysted by sort of a nice looking guy in a suit and fedora who made me give him all of my worldly goods, and I got a bunch of Mario coins in return. It's kind of like, okay, have you heard of like crypto?
Yeah.
It's like that, but they're physical.
Now I'm interested. How many of those you got?
God, I mean, I'm trying to give you as much as I can get to get that hot dog.
I will take all of them, but you can only get the dog, not the combo.
My entire life savings for a hot dog.
A big decision for a young man like yourself.
Is it signed?
The hot dog?
Yeah.
By me?
By the inventor of hot dogs. You, Mr. Hot Dog.
Okay, that's great. I thought I was for sure when she was asking you how many do you have, you would say like just shy of 100, because isn't 100 an extra man, like 99? Because if you had 100, you could live a whole nother life after this one.
I mean, that makes Mario coins pretty invaluable.
Yeah.
Did I say exactly how many I had?
No, you never
Couldn't
did.
have been 100. Could have been more than 100 because they would have turned into a 1-up. So if I still had it, it had to be less than that.
Yeah, a lot of things about all of those scenes. You mentioned dogs dying, which we just talked about.
And I shed a single tear.
Maybe it's kind of you keep bringing it up. And then it's on people's minds.
Just that time.
Because in my head, I'm like, sounds like a dog could die here.
This is the perfect opportunity for this. Yeah. Also, it was almost currency comes up a lot with you, because I remember the last time you were in here, we were talking about Bitcoin, which was a mispronunciation of Bitcoin that became its own currency.
It's because he desperately needs money. We've gone over
talk
this.
a lot about money today.
I've got money on the brain.
Right? Yeah. Please donate to Dani.
You can find my address at 329-87.
I have a feeling some of those numbers were correct. You didn't make up all of them.
Broke Man Lane. I live in Illinois. I drive a while to get here to the studio,
which I appreciate.
You should redact like all.
Sure. Oh, I live in.
This is all real. I don't joke while I'm on the pod.
No, why would you do jokes on a comedy podcast? That would be ridiculous.
I've never told a joke in my life.
No, which is why Tess brings so much class to this podcast.
Which I appreciate. So that's good, because we are at the point where we start to learn more about you guys, as if we didn't already learn a lot. This is the interview portion. It's called D20 questions. You guys on your table over there have an actual D20. Either one of you can grab it. And I know Tess seemed averse to it. She wasn't going to go for it. You're going to have to answer the question whether you are the person who rolled or not. But the way it works is you roll that. I have 20 questions that are numbered in front of me. Whatever number you roll, that's the question that I'm going to ask you guys. So go right ahead and roll it. What'd you
15.
get? 15 is, if you had to delete all but 2 apps from your phone, what would the 2 left over be? And Dani, I'll let you go first, because Tess, I can already see, is like, that's a deep question she's going to have to think about.
This might change if I think about it more.
Okay. Yeah, but your initial thought would be.
I honestly think it's Discord and YouTube.
Okay, and why?
I do a lot of communication for work and for like friends and family over Discord. Right. So I feel like that's getting a bit of both worlds on that front. I can also use it as a notes app, a few other things. I'm getting paid. I'm hoping to get paid by Discord.
Right.
It's really what I'm finding out.
Right. It's all about money with you. And YouTube you want so that you can see if this episode actually gets enough views to get us monetized, and then you get a cut of it.
It all comes back.
Comes back to
I watch YouTube a lot.
Sure.
So
I've had this conversation with a lot of people recently. I for sure don't watch regular like cable TV or broadcast TV. I barely watch the streaming services, like any of them. What I watch most now is YouTube. And I feel like a lot of people are gravitating towards that recently, interestingly enough.
It's a lot of content.
Yeah. You never run out.
You know, and it's like such a good consolidation of a bunch of other apps. Like I use YouTube Premium, if only because I use YouTube enough that not having ads is nice. And then also you have YouTube Music, which is a substitute to like Spotify or something. Yeah. Yeah.
The algorithm's going to love this conversation. That's
YouTube's so good. Oh my gosh. If I could have only one app in the world, I'd have 5 YouTubes.
Tess, what are you thinking?
I think the 2 apps that would remain for me, my Maps app, because for practicality, but also
man, I didn't even think about that. That's great. Great. Danny's not going to be able to get anywhere.
I have to go back to Illinois after this.
and sometimes I just like to look around.
Sure. Yeah.
Pull up the earth and just.
Have you ever experienced the VR app Wander, which is basically Google Maps but VR?
No, I have not.
It's that. So you can pop yourself virtual reality style into any environment.
That rocks.
Fun. Yeah, it's cool. All right, and what's the other one?
My second app would be my Photos app, because one of my favorite pastimes when I'm bored is just scrolling back in my camera roll and looking at my own pictures of college and my friends and places I've traveled, and it's a good time.
That's a good one.
Underrated hobby of mine.
I forgot that the camera function on your phone is an app. I just think of it as part of the phone. But it's an app. You can delete it. So it's
a deeply reasonable answer. I think
hers is more practical. I thought yours was crazy practical because you were talking about work at first, and then Tess gave her answers, and I was like, wow. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get anywhere without Maps, and I absolutely need the camera function.
I can check my email on my browser. I can check the weather online. I was thinking weather app. I was like, that's the first thing I do. When I have my phone in the morning, one of the first things I look at is the weather app to see what is the temperature outside? What am I wearing? But those are all things I can look up on my computer browser.
Sure.
And so I was trying to think
I gave you way too long to think.
You did.
You used it. You put a lot of thought behind that.
Made the most out of that time.
Yeah.
You really did.
Let's do another question. So you guys go ahead and roll again. Danny's going to roll it this time. Go for it. Do you have a technique? Is that what you're doing? You're just showing the camera.
Suspense. This is going to really affect how
people who are just listening to audio side are going to be like, what's he doing? Yeah, what's going on?
11.
11 is
kind of like an at 20.
Oh man,
But it's an 11 instead.
I don't want to do 11.
Why not?
11 is, what pets do you have? or have you had? I don't want to do 11.
We can roll again if you.
It's fine. We'll do it. We'll do it and see what happens. Tess, I'll let you start.
Okay.
So yeah, pets.
I have a dog.
Currently?
Great. She's alive.
Love it.
She lives in Salt Lake City, Utah with my mom.
All right.
She's a Greater Swiss Mountain Dog named Mavis. She's turning 8 this May.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday coming up.
Happy birthday, Mavis. She's 115 pounds, and acts like a person. She's extremely sassy.
Wait, did you say what kind of dog?
She's a Greater Swiss Mountain Dog.
You did. Okay, you did say that.
So she likes to pull things because that's what she was like
bred to do.
Yeah. And so recently my mom sent me a video of her walking down the sidewalk hitched to a wagon that was carrying her own dog food. Like 15 pounds worth of dog food in a little foldable wagon. Because my mom was like, this is how I'm getting her food home from now on because I shouldn't be the one carrying it. It's not even mine.
Do they walk to the store?
They do. My mom lives in a walkable city. It's awesome.
I love
it's
a walkable
always 60
city.
degrees there, and she has a view of the mountains every time she sends me a
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Everything about that sounds great. Danny? Don't do it. If it's your only answer, go ahead.
So my family has a corgi named Molly.
Currently.
Oh
man! All right, good.
She's not the first.
Okay, great. Yeah. So tell me more about Molly.
Molly's a gem.
Yeah.
You know, she's, I think, like a year and a half old now. We got her. She was like 6 months.
Yeah.
And she's like super energetic. And I remember, and I feel like in order to express properly my feelings about this dog, I do have to bring up. So our last dog was a black lab named Luna, and we had her for, I don't know, I think maybe around a little under a decade.
Sure.
And she passed away about like 2 years ago. And I remember my dad being like, we're never getting another dog. Mm-hmm. It's over. You know, that's it.
It's always what they say.
And then... And I was like, okay, maybe I guess that makes sense. You know, my parents are getting up there in age. And then like 6 months later, my dad calls me. Mm-hmm. My dad calls me. I'm at my desk and he calls me and he goes, hey, mentions a friend
Danny?
of mine.
Oh, I thought you were trying to struggle to come up with your own name.
No, this is what, friend of mine, I'm not going to use her real name. I'm going to say Carmen.
Good.
You know,
learning, yeah.
I answer the phone. I go, hey. And he goes, hey, is Carmen still working at the vet clinic? Doesn't say hi. Mm-hmm. And I go, yeah, why? And he goes, do you think she can get us an appointment tonight? And I go, maybe, why? And he goes, well, I'm driving from Ohio, and I just got a dog. And that's how I found out that he was getting a new dog.
Because it needed to go to the vet desperately in an emergency situation.
He called me, and before he could tell me that he had gotten a dog, he had to ask if we could get the appointment.
Sure.
But she's lovely.
I believe it. Roll one more time, and we will try to. Let's see if this is an uplifting one.
14.
14 is. Nope, it's not. What's the worst job you've ever had? So I don't. Danny, have you had this one when you came in before?
I think that got rolled
when you and Nick were in here, because we were talking about how he worked at Ponderosa and he hated it, that's why Ponderosa doesn't exist anymore. I don't know if you answered that or not. What is your answer to that? That episode was
sponsored by Ponderosa, right?
The whole episode was sponsored by Ponderosa. So I'm really link in the comments.
Hoping to get a cut of that, maybe.
Right, yeah.
Kind of.
All that Ponderosa money.
You never reached out.
I did. Actually, I looked it up after we recorded that episode. There's like 1 or 2 Ponderosas left in the country. None of them are near us.
An endangered species.
It is,
sort of. That's beautiful.
But there's not enough of them that they're going to listen to this podcast and be mad that we hate them, so it's fine. What did you have a job, Danny, that you may or may not have mentioned? Maybe if you mention one, I'll remember.
I hope I'm right. I'm trying to think. I'm like, did I say something for that answer?
Have all your jobs been great?
No. All
right. Well,
but it sounded so bad. I was like, no. In 2020, I worked for the U.S. Census Bureau.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember this.
I was an enumerator, and so I would go, I don't want to dox us, but we live in the United States of America.
You son of a...
During 2020, there was a few things going on at the time.
Sure.
That I was going house to house asking people how many people lived there. And so they were paying really well, which is why I did
the
it.
Census Bureau was paying really well?
Yeah. I mean, I was getting paid like $21 an hour.
That's pretty good.
You know?
Yeah.
That was the only reason to do that job, because it turns out when you're going out to like, rural farmhouses, asking them to fill out the census, which, by the way, if you're going to someone's house asking them to fill out the census, they already haven't filled out the census.
Right.
Like, that's either they're old and forgot,
to mail them in,
or that's a decision that they made already.
Yeah.
So you're not coming like, hey, have you heard about this lovely thing called the census? You're kind of going to like passive aggressively be like, how about you fill it out with me, a stranger? Do you sit there while they fill it out if they agree to it? No. So when you're in person, it's like a questionnaire.
Oh, you just ask them.
So you ask them the questions and you like plug in the answers. Right. Most of the time, a lot of the time, you don't get answers, because what happens is that you are going to the houses of people who hate the government.
Sure.
During a pandemic, during an election season, and you can't really win, because if someone's like a Democrat, they kind of they kind of see you as Trump, and if someone's like a Republican, they see you as Biden. Like there's this weird thing of like, you stand for the establishment either
on
way.
My porch either way, yeah.
It's and like a lot of them like to think that by not filling out the census, they're off grid.
Sure.
Right.
They're sticking it to you somehow.
The sovereign citizens.
Yeah, they're like, no, I'm not going to let you know, who lives here or anything like that. That's not your business. I'm off grid. And I have news. If I'm at your door, you're not off grid.
I know where you live.
The government knows you're here.
Sure.
That's why they sent me.
Yeah.
But the reason it was kind of the worst maybe that I've ever had is because I had guns pulled on me several times.
Several times?
Yes.
At different locations?
I got threatened a good bit. And there was a protocol there when
there's a protocol for if you get a gun pulled on you?
For which is when you feel like your life is threatened at a place.
Okay.
Where you're supposed to like leave.
I'm learning a lot about census.
You're supposed to like report the house, and they have a special team of census workers.
Like a SWAT team of census workers?
Yeah, the census workers apparently are normal, I think, but they are escorted by like police. And so like they will then send the police escorted census workers to your house.
They do not give up. Like even if there's a life-threatening situation, they're like, we got to get that information. Send the cops.
We must know how many pets you have here.
Yeah. I have to be so clear. Their strategy is throw people at the wall until people acquiesce and answer the questions.
That's crazy.
I have gotten there were times where I would get sent to a house for the 7th time. And I'll tell you what, if someone was a kind average citizen the first time you get sent to their house, by the 7th time, they want to kill you.
Yeah.
And you kind of want to kill yourself.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It's I've watched people become monsters.
Sure.
Because
right before your eyes.
Because I've been...
Because
I'm like, hey, ma'am,
wow.
I know this is the 8th time I'm here, and you've said no every time.
You really got to fill out this brief survey.
Do they have a protocol for if you've gotten turned down 6 times on the 7th time, try this instead? Or do you just keep doing the same shtick over and over?
To my recollection, literally no.
Just keep trying.
Sometimes they'd send someone else. Like sometimes they'd be like, okay, we'll give it to another
Maybe
person.
They like someone else.
But that was also kind of worse because sometimes you go to a house and then find out you were the 8th person to be sent there.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they wouldn't even prep you. Like, it's not like, here's the case file, you're number 8.
No, when you get the case, it'll be like, it's like one at a time. And so, I'm like, okay, I've been here. What's the next house? And then you go to a house and you'd be like, how many notes are on this? And it's like 12 notes. And you're like, I hope that they're still patient, I remember one of my first days on the job, I went to a house that had a big hedge wall around it, except not in front of the driveway. So you could still like walk up the driveway. And on a sign hung up in their yard, it was like one of those big traffic signs, like reflectors, you know, and it said in big black print, census workers will be shot. Because these people know when it's census season.
Yeah. Did you still go up?
Well, I called my boss. I called my boss and I said,
"There's a sign out here."
You know, and I'm like 19. I'm like 20 years old. You know, at the time. And
we've got your age now because you told us what year this was. You're trickling the personal information.
Bleep that out. People can't know. I'm like, hey, there's a sign here that says census workers will be shot. Pretty specific, you know?
Right.
Should I maybe leave? And she goes, well, legally, they can't do that.
All right.
Like, you're allowed to be there. You're not soliciting. And I'm like, right, for sure.
That's irrelevant.
For sure not my question.
Right.
Don't worry.
Legally, they can't
can't do a lot of things.
I didn't call to be like, hey, is there a rule I don't know about where if they don't want you here, they can shoot you?
So my question is, when she says that's illegal, they can't do that, was she saying that it's illegal to put up a sign that says census workers will shoot us? Or was she saying they won't shoot you, it's against the law?
I think it was the latter.
They can't shoot you, yeah. So end of the story, did you go up there?
I'm not proud of this, but I did.
Wow, that's brave. I feel like you should be proud of that.
And then he got shot.
So show us
and
the
I was
scar.
killed. And I've been haunting this podcast ever since. I need $5 million so that Satan will let me out of hell. Please subscribe to Runs.
Yeah, that's why our video watchers see an empty chair next to me.
Yeah. Did you get the information?
I didn't. They weren't home. Thank God.
Oh man!
Thank God they were not.
I give you kudos for going up there. You must have really needed that job, man.
Well, I mean, hey, like $21 an hour.
That's not a bad. Yeah, it's not a bad haul.
Felt pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. Tess, it does not have to be as monumental as census taker. Which who knew that was so in depth?
You should talk about that more.
Did you have a job?
I'll start a pod.
You didn't enjoy. I'd listen to it.
I've been pretty lucky with the like the odd jobs and the internships and stuff that I've had.
Yeah.
So much so that when I was pondering this question while you were talking, I fully forgot about this experience and then remembered it at the last minute, and thank God I did, because it is categorically the worst job that I had.
Okay.
It was summer when I was in high school. I worked at my local pool for most of high school and college summers. That was a great job. Loved that job. I was lifeguard, and then I was a swim teacher, and then I was assistant manager of the pool. It was great. One summer, I really decided that I wanted a second job for some reason. And so I think it was this first summer I had a car. So I was like, I don't just have to go to this pool that I can walk to. Like, I can get a job anywhere. And so I decided to apply for a hostess gig at a restaurant in town.
Yeah.
And
was it Ponderosa?
No. It was a seafood restaurant.
Okay.
And a fun fact about me is I don't eat seafood. The fishy smell really gets to me, makes my stomach turn a little bit.
Specific taste in the aroma, for sure.
So I don't know why I was like, and I'll apply to be a hostess at this seafood restaurant.
Yeah, that was a bad choice on your part if you knew that ahead of time.
It was a bad choice. The people were mean. Specifically to the hostess.
Sure.
And the best part was when I got my schedule for August, they gave me shifts that were like 11:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. is your Wednesday shift. And I was like, hey guys, that's great. I am a high school student. My classes will start August, whatever, 13th, whatever. I have to be back in trigonometry. Like, I don't know, like and they were like, well, any shift you can't make, you have to get covered. And I went, great. So all of my shifts are during my public school, high school hours as a 16-year-old.
So weird.
So I lasted about 3 days at that job.
Yeah. That's how long Nick worked at Ponderosa.
And I have not been in the restaurant business since.
Yeah, it's fair. It's probably not a fun job for most people, I would imagine.
There's a lot of jobs that are that are willing to hire like high school and college age kids, but are
then
not willing to
hours.
deal with it. You
Right.
know, like I feel like I've heard a lot of stories like that of places being like, well, yeah, but we need you. And it's like, I'm going to school. Like, what are you talking about?
I also had a job in high school. They were okay with the hours though. I was bagging groceries in high school. This is how old I am. When I was bagging groceries in high school, I had to wear a shirt and tie to bag groceries. They don't do that. I know.
Now that's classy.
I know. At Kroger.
At Kroger?
Yeah. Or Ralph's if you live on the West Coast is the same thing.
Now they know where we are.
Not on the West Coast.
We're in Kroger territory.
We're in Kroger Town. Yeah, we're in Kroger Town.
Kroger Town, USA.
Let's do another game. So our next one is called Sound Effects Theater. And now it's time for Sound Effects Theater.
A dog.
Oh, man. I forgot that was in there.
Not for long.
Danny, have you played Sound Effects Theater before?
I did.
You did?
I played it with you.
Both of you, real quick reminder, like a little closer on the microphone, but...
my bad.
No, you're all right. Especially for Sound Effects Theater, because sometimes the sound effects get thrown off into the air. Sound Effects Theater works like this. One person's going to tell a story. The other people are going to provide sound effects for said story. I will, to give you guys a sense of how it goes, I'll be the storyteller first because I feel like that's the hardest part if you've never really experienced it before. And we'll do a prompt for it. The prompt, I'm just now realizing I don't have my thing ready to go. The prompt is going to be... reception desk. I think we've done that one before, so I'm going to do a different one. Man cave. I don't love that one either, but we're going to do it. So the prompt is man cave, and I'm going to tell a story about a man cave. You guys provide the sound effects as we go. I will go ahead and count myself in 3, 2, 1. Nope, that's the wrong sound effect. 3, 2, 1. He had a long, hard day working as a census taker. He was knocking on doors all day long. People would answer the door and shove a gun in his face. So he was dodging bullets left and right. They weren't big or dangerous bullets. More like an airsoft gun kind of. But it was stressful all the same. So he gets back home. He jingles his keys as he goes to open the door.
Rattle, rattle.
Yep, or he rattles them. And he...
jingle, jingle.
Yep, pops the door open. Goes over to the refrigerator, opens that up, takes a look inside, and grabs himself a cool, frosty beverage. Pops it open. Takes a big swig off of it. Walks down the stairs. And here he is, his refuge, his relaxation space, his man cave lays before him.
This is great.
He flips the light switch and all of his electronic devices that he has populating this man cave come to life. Was very, very futuristic. He pops up his theremin and starts playing on his theremin. It's his favorite instrument. Right, that's what it sounds like. Yep. Helps him relax. Loves some theremin music. It's a big fan of the of like sci-fi, and that's where a lot of the theremin music belongs. So after he's done with his theremin, he puts it back up on the shelf. A juicy shelf. There was something sticky underneath.
It's wet.
Gross. So he kind of gets on his tiptoes and looks up at the shelf, and he's like, "Why is it sticky here?" And
why is it sticky here?
He kind of runs a finger along it and tastes it.
Ew.
Yeah. It was fortunately, old maple syrup, because it could have been a lot of bad things. He had been making waffles down here the day before. So he walks over to his recliner, plops down in the recliner. It was almost very silent, but yeah, it had sounds. He grabs his PlayStation controller and pops on his PlayStation. No one knows what that sounds like, apparently.
PlayStation on.
And he
ready to go, boss.
He fired up his favorite PlayStation game, which was Baldur's Gate 3, which obviously sounds like this.
Dragons and illithids. Yeah. Creatures from Dungeons and Dragons on my PlayStation screen.
Yeah.
I'm some kind of warrior or something, maybe a paladin, maybe a fighter. I don't know. It's like an RPG, so it's kind of like up to you, you know? Uh-huh. Wow, this game's fucking awesome.
And he had
it won Game of the Year.
And he had a fantastic time. I'm ending it there because that was really good, and it doesn't get much better than that. You guys were so in sync with that. Yeah,
Let's
kudos.
go.
High five yourselves for sure. So that's Sound Effects Theater.
I thought you had the PlayStation. You did this with the. I was like, all right, she's got the PlayStation sound effect.
There is,
guys.
You've never played video games, is what you're going to say?
No, I've played video games. I've never used a PlayStation. I don't think.
Do you have like a system you play on?
No.
Right,
I grew up with a Wii, first generation
that
Wii.
counts for sure. They all have distinctive startup sounds, but I can't think of any right now.
I feel like I thought of it after the fact, and I was like, oh wait, I think I do know what that sounds like.
Isn't it kind of like a
PlayStation? Like I think.
Yes. Yes. Oh my god. No, I also fully blanked. So there was a moment where I was like, oh, it's up to me, and then I thought about it. I was like, what sound does a PlayStation
That's
make?
not the current one, but it did used to.
I don't know why I know that.
Well, I don't know.
It was on commercials and stuff.
Oh, sure, that's probably why.
PlayStation in years.
That's great.
What was a Wii? Was a Wii like it was like the or something like that? It was like a little.
It was like that.
Or something.
The Wii song that gets stuck in everybody's head is like the Wii Sports song. Which yeah, see, I told you. Everybody knows that one.
Is this good? Is this good content?
People are going to love that. It's nostalgic.
All my Wii fans out there, someone send us a Wii, please. That would be
right. Because we all know that none of us have any money, especially Dani.
Somebody please send Ron a Wii.
Right.
A first generation Wii with 4 consoles. I want to play Wii tennis really bad.
4 consoles.
Or 4 remotes, not 4 consoles.
Send us a Wii. It has 4 smaller Wiis stuffed inside of it. We need these tomorrow. Can somebody expedite shipping?
329.
Ron will pay the difference.
Right. I want to make a me of all my friends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
These were great.
Make a me of everyone on the pod.
Oh, that could be good.
I would love that.
New format.
Sounds fantastic, actually. What would be great is like before and or after every podcast, we start playing some Wii Sports. Like that'd be a great hang.
The audience doesn't get to be a part of that, but know that we're having fun.
Know that we just crushed each other in Wii bowling.
Yeah. Just after every pod, Ron's like just kind of the last words of the pod. All right, guys. Let's go box. Flash frame.
Would one of the two of you like to volunteer to do the story while the other two of us do the sound effects?
I can.
You're feeling it?
Or do you want to do it?
No,
or?
please.
Dani's feeling it?
Okay.
All right. So I will give Dani a prompt for this one. I think location worked out pretty well. So we'll do location again. The location is daycare. And that is thusly what your story is going to be about. And Tess and I will do the sound effects. So we will go ahead and count you in for daycare. 3, 2, 1.
The daycare. A monster daycare, to be clear. One that's only open at night, when, of course, monsters are busy working, scaring people. Saying grr, and stuff like that. Ooh. They need somewhere to take their children, their rambunctious monster children.
I want humans.
Boo!
I want to eat blood.
And so they take them to Monster Daycare, the most dangerous daycare in the world. Dun, dun, dun. Because it's filled with monsters. Monsters like Dracula's child, Kidkula.
Blah! I am a child, but sound old.
The thing about Kidkula is that he sounds so old, but he's only 500, guys.
I'm young for a vampire.
He's a baby. He's a little baby, and you know the attendants have such a hard time because he's always turning into a bat and flying around, causing trouble, drinking people's blood.
I am so thirsty.
And getting, of course, into a fight with the werewolf kids.
It's my turn to play Roblox.
The werewolf kids love Roblox. They're so into it. They play this game where there's a moon. And that's kind of pretty much it. You know, some Roblox games are pretty simple. And then, you know, Kidkilla comes in and he's fucking with them, you know. Putting like silver near them, you know. They're getting all aggravated.
Take this, you stupid moth.
Yeah, bad things happening to those dog kids. But you know, luckily it's a safe place. You know, nothing too bad.
I'm glad none of these dogs are dying.
Kidkilla has standards, you know.
I'm not a monster. I am, but not really.
Child Frankenstein goes to this daycare. It doesn't talk yet. Kind of sounds a bit like a zombie. Doesn't have a lot of friends. It's a bit lonely. Child Frankenstein was made like his parents with like an electric bolt, you know. It's a bunch of, you know, now maybe there's something to be said about it being a bunch of child parts. Maybe that's something weird or wrong because it's, you know, that's, yeah. So it's really fucked up and a lot of the kids are scared of him, but he's got a heart of gold. He likes bringing people flowers that he picks.
Oh, thank you.
You know, Kidkilla appreciates them. They make kind of a cool team.
You're way better than Wolfman.
Yeah, Kidkilla is kind of prejudiced against the Wolfman, but maybe when he gets older, he'll kind of figure out that that's not a good luck. There's the child from the Black Lagoon. Real wet one. Just kind of tracing black sludge all over the daycare.
I had an accident again.
Yeah. The monster janitor has a lot of work to clean up. You know, you can imagine. You know, the mummy's kids are leaving like scarabs and beetles everywhere, flittering around. You know, the fly. You know, fly's kids are kind of buzzing everywhere, making a lot of noise. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, monsters need to stand together because there's an angry mob outside at all times.
We're gonna kill him. I hate you. I also hate Wolfman.
Angry mobs hate it when monsters just try to live.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Monster Daycare. Love it. Fantastic. Who was your favorite Monster Daycare attendee? Wolfman, man. Because he got picked on so much.
I was kind of Wolfman, and then like when I found out that Kidkilla kind of was sympathetic towards young Frankenstein, I was like, oh wait, that's actually kind of
that was really beautiful.
You know,
it is and it isn't, because he's sympathetic towards Frankenstein, but not towards Wolfman. It's kind of racist. It's not, which is bad. Like if he were equally mean to both of them, that's different.
But you know, it's tough because you know, like Kidkill is obviously regurgitating like things that his father kind of
right.
And you go like, maybe if he just got out of that environment, break the cycle, he'd realize that it's really just not a good look. It's not cool. It's, you know, these aren't really based on anything. Yeah. I really have hope for him. Is kind of the thing, I guess, and I hope he doesn't get into politics.
He'll turn it around. Yeah. So we've got one more game to go for you guys. This is the one where you go against each other.
Oh no.
Also, two things. I love that everybody does the fighting game pose whenever this music comes on. Yeah. The other thing, I'm thinking about testing out a new game with you guys.
I'd be honored.
Head to head.
Whoa.
You say that now.
Oh no.
It's not going to be a part.
I say that now. It's a bad game.
It's awful. You're probably going to hate it. It's not going to be as easy as Yes and, which is what we usually play. We've done questions a couple of times, and that one's a little tougher too. This is probably closer in difficulty to questions than it is to Yes and.
Okay.
It's called Rap Battle. You don't actually have to like rap, but it's about rhyme scheme. So you go back and forth, and the scheme of it is like, I know a guy and his name is Dani, and then the next person has to go, he is the ultimate Manny. And then, and then the next person has to go, always rhyming until somebody can't rhyme anymore.
And is it the three of us then?
No, just the two of you. I am not doing it.
So it's the same rhyme.
Same rhyme, same scheme, as long as you can do the same rhyme, same.
Oh, okay. So we don't add another line after of like.
The next person adds. So it's like Tess would go, I know a girl and her name is Tess, and then Dani would go, she always wears a nice blue dress, and then Tess would go, she is constantly making a mess, and
Understood.
Okay, can we do like slant rhymes? Like if I said could I rhyme like dress with best?
Absolutely. Absolutely, you can. It's regular rap rules is what it is.
Oh, regular rap rules.
Of course. Do that. Yes. Why didn't you start with that?
It's just regular rap rules.
Regular rap rules. I've read the whole rap book. So
I have the handbook in my car right now. I should go grab it.
Yeah. This is
part of a rap book club.
It's true.
We've never done it before. I don't know how hard it's actually going to be, but Tess, I'll let you be the person who starts, since Dani has been here before, is how I'm ruling that one. So I will count you in. You get to start. And whoever messes up, the other person gets the point. So here we go. Rap battle. Start with whatever you want. 3, 2, 1.
I went to the store and I bought some soup.
And the soup was really bad. It put me. I had to clean it with a moop.
I'm gonna start you guys over. So I was not specific enough. This is gonna make it easier, I think. It's always. The start is always the way I started it. But the name is different. It's always about a person. It always starts, I know a guy, I know a girl, I know a person.
Okay.
I know a person, their name is Ken. Could
have said loop.
That was going to be my next word I was thinking about.
It's easier because it will always have, because it was harder for Dani, I could tell, because if you start it with anything other than that, it's a new Right. It's a different scheme, and it's harder, and you have to figure that out first. So it's always, I know a and a name is
Okay.
Got it? We're gonna try it again. It's tough, I fully admit, but I'll count you in again, starting with Tess again. So 3, 2, 1.
I know a guy, and his name is Ron.
He always mows my lawn.
And some funny clothes he does don.
And yet, I really think that they're pretty wrong.
I don't think he's liking this song.
No. It's honestly made
You guys, that was a good volley. It was a good volley, but Tess gets the point on that
fair.
one.
That makes fair.
But I was actually impressed with the number of times you guys back and forth did. That was pretty good. So we will go again. This time Dani gets to start. Dani gets to start. Right. You're pumping each other up, which is, I love it. Right. So Dani's going to start. We're going to go 3, 2, 1.
I know a guy, and his name's Ted.
He was feeling kind of sick, so I gave him a med.
And after that, he fell in love and got wed.
And you know what? That's all you should have said.
Well, the thing is, Ted's story stuck in my head.
I think about them when I go to bed.
It's really the saddest thing I've ever read.
I have to follow because, that's where he led.
At the end of the day, I got to give him cred.
And the person he married, their name was Ned.
And really, I don't like the things that they said.
Not too long.
Oh, I thought you couldn't repeat rhymes.
Oh,
Did you repeat
I
thought I repeated. That's why I looked at you. I was like, I think I said said already.
If Danny's,
said said.
All right, if Danny's gonna call himself on that one, then sure.
Yep. I think I said it, and then immediately I'm like, I think that was already said.
That's fair. That should be a rule. I agree. Okay, so it's
we're workshopping.
I'm just making up rules.
That's a great idea.
I love making up rules as we go.
$20.
This was a rule at the beginning, but I never stated it. We're going to 3, so the first person to get to 3 points. Tess has 2 points, so
I'm screwed.
You're down.
I need the money so bad. There's a cash prize for this, right?
I
for
forgot to mention that also.
For this game,
for sure.
Danny and I made a bet for $3,000.
Right. So he's going to be another $3,000 in the hole.
Yes.
And on top of that, I need $3 to take the bus home.
And I will buy one lucky listener a fancy dinner.
Sure. Yeah. All right. So. This is Danny's going to start again.
That's why I'm going to listen to this episode so that on the odd chance I get that fancy dinner from Tess.
Are you guys ready? Danny.
No. Okay.
No.
No, I'm kidding. I'm
That's
kidding.
good for Danny. 3, 2, 1.
I knew a gal, and her name was Rose.
There were a lot of tomatoes that she throws.
And when you'd see her, a question she would pose.
Oh.
And her hair was full of colorful bows.
Oh.
She had as many as she had toes.
Damn it! Toes was what I was going to say.
I could tell that he got you because of the look on your face when that one came around.
It's hard. It's when the other person says the rhyme that you're thinking of, and you're like, fuck.
You're like, I guess I'll die. Like,
that's the whole point. It's not chamber ideas, and if somebody has some, like that's the, I guess, teaching aspect of it is you can't have something chambered and ready to go because it might not work. Like you might not be
better at this.
Yeah,
you guys are honestly like this is going to sound.
We should go
like
to an improv class or something.
Whoa! Oh my gosh!
This is going to sound like a backhanded compliment, but you guys are doing way better at this than I thought you were going to.
All right.
And after this, we'll look up.
Please take it as a
Improv
compliment.
Krogertown, USA.
Improv near me.
Yeah.
I met both of them at improv. Is why that's funny. So
any improv classes near 58219?
It's a different. I love how it's a different address.
Krogertown, USA. I have a lot of houses. That's how I have so much debt.
All right,
put it all into real estate.
We'll go again. It's 2-1. Tess is currently leading. The last point went to Danny, so Tess gets to start. So Tess 3.
Honestly, the hardest part is thinking of a name.
Really?
For me.
Do you only know 3 people?
No, I'm trying to
just go through people you know.
I'm trying to maximize the rhyme scheme of what's a name that I can rhyme something with.
Yeah.
You'll think of a name and then you'll be like, no, I'm fucking myself.
Yeah. Half rhymes count.
Okay,
also remember.
Okay.
So all right. We'll go.
You expect so much of us, Ron.
3, 2, 1.
I know a girl and her name is Bryn.
She has a really cool tin.
But recently she threw it in the bin.
And, I really wish she would have decided to bring it.
Nah.
You got me.
I thought
that was stupid.
It was, what's weird is it wasn't so much that it didn't quite rhyme. It was more the beginning of it wasn't like
I had bring, and then I was like, how does that work?
Yeah.
Turns out it doesn't, folks.
It doesn't.
It doesn't work.
Congratulations to Tess.
Thank you.
Danny,
I'm $3,000 richer.
Danny owes her $3,000.
That one was, I thought about it for a second. I was like, this one's good because you get Win, Finn, Lynn. Like, I was like, this is good. We can go for a while on this one.
So since this is the first time we played that game, I'll ask your guys' opinion. Like, is it something that you would
$20
do again? Are you like, that was awful. That was the most torturous thing I've ever done.
So my consulting rate is $40 an hour, but I'll give you this little preview for free.
Mine's cheaper. Mine's only $20.
$1,000.
Mine's only $20, so you could could.
I've actually
So I actually have better rates than Tess.
I've played this before in a different variation, where you complete the rhyme scheme that your partner has set up, but then you add a brand new line, so it changes
I see. So
the word you have to rhyme.
It's memory and
no, it's not quite memory. So you do like, I knew a girl and her name was Bryn. She couldn't lose. All she could do was win. Last week I saw her at her volleyball game, and then the next person has to pick up game,
the rhyme change,
and then start their own.
I see.
So that way you're not tied to the same sound,
right? Yeah,
and it's a little bit easier to flow with the meter.
Okay. See, I thought about that, but I thought that would be harder. You think that'd be easier?
I don't know. I think in my brain it's easier because that's the one I've done before.
Maybe we'll try it that way next time. I'm not against that.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't think this was. I think this, by nature of being pretty hard, lends itself to funny moments and stuff like that. I think that one probably would make it easier to just tell an interesting story.
Right.
You know, I think.
Here's the other thing too.
They probably have different outcomes.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
I don't mind it being difficult either because somebody has to eventually lose. The problem we run into with yes and is people get so good at it that it goes so long without somebody actually winning. But I do like that.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, I had fun. I won $3,000.
Right.
So.
Yeah. How can you go wrong?
Don't remind me.
Aye. All right. Well, thank you both. Much appreciated. Dani, it's great to see you again. Tess, thank you for coming in. Hopefully, both of you come in again. Dani's shooting for 5 times.
I'd love to come back. I want to beat the record.
All right. Fantastic. If Tess gets to 5 before Dani.
I owe her $10,000.
Exactly.
So it's what we agreed upon before the show.
Right. Yeah. Ron, what are you doing next week?
Recording an episode with Tess.
Audience, I need you. Comment down below. We want Dani back 500 times.
Comment for Dani, like for Tess.
Gotta at least break even.
No, liking is easier. What?
The podcast is Improv to Go. You can check it out on all of your favorite platforms, and we're on YouTube and stuff now too, so you can go and watch the videos. So we'll see you guys next time. Adios. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Take care.